Hey there, YouTube. This is SwOwlTV, and we're back playing Phasmophobia. As you can see, this is the Stage 1 badge, and we have just unlocked the Stage 2 badge for the Bloodmoon event. You can check all of this by the new event board over here, clicking on the event board, and then actually clicking on the Bloodmoon event itself. There are different other things here as well, events that you can take place in. But checking this event board, you can see we've collected the first one, and we are about to collect the second one. You can do this by clicking on the blood altar. Stage 3 coming. We got 6 days left. Here's hoping. Let's move over to this bad boy and see what happens when we click on it. Oh. Oh, yeah. I guess if you play with it, it gets bigger. Cool. Nothing? Nothing? Yeah, definitely got bigger. Alright. Oh, let's go take a look at what our new badge looks like. Oh. Oh, it replaces the old one with this little effect. This little animation. Okay. Fair enough. That's... it's a little lackluster, but, you know. We only grinded really hard as a community to get that. Okay. Yeah. You can see there's now a check mark. This event has been definitely lackluster. I will give it out. Like, art-wise, it has been amazing. The level design have been really amazing. Everything has been really great in that aspect, but this whole stage grinding thing business has just been, we didn't move at all, and then suddenly it just massive jump, and then there was even a nerf after the fact, and it's 16 days is such a long time to just grind consistently and to not have any kind of personal growth whatsoever. Like, you can't see what you're doing, your contribution. You can just see if the needle moves. And sometimes it moves and sometimes it doesn't. But 8% into the thing that I think we all really wanted, the trophy and the new weather event, the weather that allows us to push beyond our normal maximums. That's definitely something I would love to have. I know hindsight is 2020, and it's easy to be like, oh, well, I would have done that. But it's sort of this thing where I feel like the scavenger hunt aspect of the game has always been a huge part of the events. And to take those out, like, even in normal Phasmo, you have to hunt down the bone to have your perfect game. There's all the... I would have made Stage 1 a sort of scavenger hunt, like finding blood moon drops or something. Maybe you have to find a blood moon drop on each of the stages, so you play all 4: Point Hope, Edgefield, Willow, and Grafton. And then from there did like a personal bar for the animated one, so that way you get people in for a quick easy badge for the scavenger hunt, and then they're in there and they're experiencing it and they want to keep going to get the animated badge, so they grind up their points, and you have that personal bar for Stage 2 of, you know, X amount of points that you have to grind in order to get to that point. And then had Stage 3, maybe even split Stage 3 into 3 and 4 and have those been the community goals. Have the community get their trophy and then have the community unlock the weather. Because we've obviously been able to hit the first 2 stages of the community event. I just think having all 3 stages of the community event kind of goes against the general idea of what the holiday events are. But, you know, they were under the gun. I get it. They were definitely trying to get console out, and I don't have any, you know, I don't think anybody has any problem with there being more players in the game. Everybody wants more players, so if you want to put it on console and we get more players, that's awesome. That's great. That's something wonderful. But when that becomes the excuse for why a bunch of stuff didn't happen, it leaves a bad taste in your mouth, and it kind of makes you, like, not really care for the console. I don't know. It's just my gripes. I do think I love that they did do another event, and I am, again, this looks fucking awesome. Like, you can't tell me this doesn't look cool. The art department killed it. I don't even know if these are store-bought assets. Even if these are store-bought assets, the general aesthetic and the, what is it? The interior design is just really great. Like, even if you just swiped your credit card and bought all this stuff, the interior design of this is just awesome. I am a little remiss with the candles, and you know, there being the Onryo with candles and whatnot, but I get it. You can probably see it on this one best, as it's right up on this. They're definitely putting off like a red glow, a reddish orange glow. I maybe have leaned into the red a little bit more, but you get the idea. Like, they're special candles for the event. They're not just standard, you know, everyday Onryo candles. Yeah. So, nice little animation here, I guess. For anyone who didn't see the Lighthouse badge, I showed off the camp badge for doing 50 games, and I showed off the Asylum badge for doing 50 games, which I really wish these were animated. I would have loved it if the Fireflies were animated on the camp one, and for this one, I feel like this one was very plain and kind of boring, but I think it would be really awesome if they would. There is a padded room in the Asylum where if you put the ultraviolet on it, you can see tally marks on the wall, and if those were to phase in the animation, chef's kiss. It would have. I would not have felt a little bit lackluster about grinding the crap out of 50 games way too fast. I definitely went full sweat on that, but you know, I wanted it. Lighthouse, there it is. This is what the Lighthouse gets you for 50 games. There is also a special event on the Lighthouse for the Dead Man's Ferry. There's all Ferryman of the Drowned, however they say it. There's all kinds of video on how to get that. That's a really easy one to get. Even if you're a brand new player, you can get this badge just by playing Lighthouse and doing the required tasks of getting the key, the cog, and hitting the bell, and all that. All that jazz. Nevertheless, this is the animation. Looks like the same animation, I would say, that they put actually on the Bloodmoon. As you can see, yeah, it's like shimmer. Alright, well, it's just my 2 cents. Not that my 2 cents matter. Again, we got 6 days. Let's get the actual eyes on the prize and get what we all really actually wanted, the trophy and the weather event. Thank you for watching. Have a good one. If you haven't, please like and subscribe. I will be doing more content like this as well as other things. Also, let me know what you would have done in the comments down below. That would be really cool. I would love to hear what everybody else's ideas on this event were, because I know a lot of people started out really strong, really excited about it, and it just wore off very fast with the really ridiculously hard grind, and then they kind of gave you the give me of over 50% out of nowhere overnight, and everybody was really grinding and, you know, laying back into it, and then suddenly we got hit with that nerf with less totems on each map spawning, which, I don't know, after so many days, it just kind of, it took the piss out of it for me. I'm gonna keep trying. I'm like 8%, 8.53% this time I'm recording this. I'm gonna keep trying. I want that weather event. And we got 6 days, so get out there and do your best. Until next time, bye-bye.